Hey guys, this is Megasoft Pro. Today I'm going to be showing you 4 really important tips in After Effects. So let's get started. Okay, for our first tip, we're going to be taking a look at the ruler and the grid. So if you click over here, as you can see, you got rulers. And as you can see, you have a toolbar of measurements. So if we could just drag right here, click and drag, we can see we have our ruler. And the way these are used, if you have an object, rectangular object here, and if we move it, as you can see, it snaps on to our ruler. If you had multiple objects, it would be very easy, to organize them, as you can see. Okay, and if we wanted to change the color of our rulers, we would just go to Edit, Preferences, go to General, and open Grids and Guides. As you can see, you can change the color to dark blue or something. Same thing, if we go here, right here to the grid, we activate our grid, and you can change the color of that as well. If you go to Edit, Preferences, Grids and Guides, and you can change the color of that as well. Okay, so let's check out our next tip. Okay, for our next tip, we're going to be taking a look at time stretch and time remapping. So for example, I have this low poly black background. I just imported it, and it's 6 seconds long, and our composition is 10 seconds long. If we wanted to make this 10 seconds, what we would usually do is Control D, we would duplicate it, and we would put it right here, and we make it longer. So, but if you scrub over here, as you can see, it just changes. So we don't want that. So we could use time stretch. And if you go right here, right click, go to time stretch, and new duration, and we can make this 10 seconds. So just go right here, instead of 6 seconds, 10, and click OK. And as you can see, it's now 10 seconds. And if you right click again, go to time, and enable time remapping. Now what time remapping does is, for example, if we put this on 3 seconds, it's going to animate a lot quicker. As you can see, it's going a lot quicker, and right here and past 3 seconds, it just freezes. So if you just wanted a still image of this, you could just enable time remapping and just put these keyframes on top of each other, and as you can see, it's the still frame. Okay, so that's time remapping and time stretch. Let's move on to our next step. Okay, now let's take a look at the third tip, which is the pan behind tool. Now this tool is very important if you're animating a text or a shape. Now let's go ahead and create a new text and call this text. And if we wanted to animate this text, we would go to transform. We would either scale it or rotate. And if you realize something while we're scaling it, it's scaling from this position right here. Now, if we want to change this, we would go to the pan behind tool, or just click Y on your keyboard, and move this to the exact center. Or you could just click Control R and put 2 rulers on the exact center, and we could just place that right here. Okay, we're just going to remove the rulers. Okay, now if we can go to transform, as you can see now it's scaling from the exact center. Same thing for rotating. And this is a very important tool as well for the shape. If we had a shape, a rectangular tool or any shape, and we can go to the pan behind tool. Hold on a second. Okay. And as you can see, we can change that. If we put that right here on the top corner, and if we go to transform, you can see it's now scaling from that corner. Okay, that's pretty much it for our pan behind tool. Let's take a look at our next tip. Okay, now we're going to be taking a look at our last tip, which is easy ease in and easy ease out. And this is one of the most important tips because we're going to be using it a lot, in just project and stuff. So go ahead and create a new text. Let's call this text. Okay, and if we move this to the center right here, go to the pen behind tool, center this right in, as you can see. Okay, now if we go to transform, just open our text, and let's scale this. Something like this, and the rotation to 35. And now add 2 keyframes on the rotation and scale, and skip ahead 2 seconds. Put the rotation to 0 and the scale to 100. And as you can see, I just created a small animation. Just preview that. As you can see, it's very simple. It's really boring. And to make this, a lot cooler and better, select all 4 keyframes. Go to Graph Editor and reselect all of them again. And go to Easy Ease, Easy Ease in, and Easy Ease out to preview these. And right now, if we just play around with these just a bit, and now we check out a preview, it'll look a lot better. There's another preview right there. And you can obviously change a lot with these. Reselect them again. Something like that. Now check out our preview. As you can see, it just changed a bit here, and it looks a lot better. And that's, you could do this on a shape or on pretty much anything you want. So if you had a shape here, you can, easy ease that as well in your keyframes. So that's pretty much it, guys. I just want to show you the last tip. Now this is just an extra tip, and it's the back quote. Now on your keyboard, I'm just going to show you an image right now, and on your keyboard there's a button called back quote, and if you click on the timeline or something, and you click on your keyboard back quote, as you can see, it previews the timeline, and click it again. So this could be used for example, if you want to show, if you just made a project and you finished it and you want to show it to someone, you can click on the composition right here and click on the back quote, and as you can see, you can get a preview just like this. And the way this is, I use this a lot. So the way this is used as well, I'm just going to show you a project I made. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to blur this out just for a second. So as you can see, I'm dealing with a lot of, layers and adjustment layers and stuff. So that's where it comes really handy. So if you click on the back quote, and you can just preview all the layers and, the timelines and stuff. Really cool, something like that. Okay, and that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you very, very much for watching. I just want to say a couple of things. This channel is new. This is my 3rd video on After Effects. More will be coming. If you guys like, comment, and subscribe. You can ask me any question about this tutorial or about any other tutorial. I have made 2 other tutorials about how to make an intro. Go ahead and check them out. And that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you very, very much for watching. This is Megasoft Pro. See you guys later.